guys. I feel led to tell you guys this, but we as Christians have to understand, right? In relationships, I feel like this can go for anyone really if you want to take this advice as well. But Christians especially though, because we gotta remember in our Bible it says that you can't do certain sexual things, right? And one of those things in simple terms is we as Christians gotta understand that we are in a fallen world, and in this fallen world you can't necessarily just assume that the opposite sex will not find you attractive and they'll just want to be your friend their whole lives. So you have to put a certain how do I put it, boundary on that, and never let while you're in a relationship, never allow the opposite sex to, for example, if you're a guy, don't ever let a girl sit next to you, like directly next to you, even if she's your longtime friend, right? While you're in a relationship, because it could lead to many problems in simple terms. And I feel like a lot of people tend to just, forget about that, right? They think, oh, it's just a friend, you know what I mean? But, like, no, especially, you can't really do stuff like that. Now, am I saying just get rid of, your friendships with them and stuff? No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is there's specific boundaries that you have to have, and if you don't have them, it could lead to many problems. And, in simple terms, it's just easier to have some boundaries, kind of like having manners at a table, right? If you have manners at the table, everything will go smoothly, everything will work fine. But if you don't have manners at a table, you know what I mean, or manners when you're buying stuff or something, then people are going to think you're disrespectful. People are going to think you're a jerk, all these things and all these little problems that you don't really think about, but they do happen. And I just wanted to emphasize this in this video because I feel like a lot of people just forget about this stuff. And it's honestly quite important for everyone to, know this stuff, to understand that you can't always, just be all like up close to each other, you know what I mean? You just gotta have some boundaries sometimes, if that makes sense. And I'm not pulling this from nowhere, right? Again, you can go and read the Bible. There is plenty of cases where, you have to have boundaries. Like, for example, a man and a man shall not lay in the same bed. Clearly, also states that you can't be homosexual, but it's also just implying to that you cannot, just lay next to each other, even if you're friends and you're of the same sex as well. But yeah, now you guys, hopefully that clears some things up for people. Because I know in my life I've seen like a lot of people who just don't understand the definition of boundaries, and they either like sometimes like physically hurt people, or when I mean physically hurt people, I mean not like, breaking their leg or anything, but, leaving them with like a mental scar from what physically happened. You know what I mean?